Benada 17th of May me ni kwaku owusu ajay pato ebraso se ebetena na Mpensenmpensenmu na pact kakra adwumadi ba ko mienu bi edi anim ti ye behwe na ye de atuamika kakra okọ mensa benkum so sesi a obehunu se ma fefefe mienu eto ase eso ana edum ba ko so ba ko dum sa ko de se ba bi dum a ba bi so enti okọ PNC emu a na no hu se me na me press o radio ni so there
see mo support Mark original TV omo ya Mark
general secretary PNC and Ellen Amade Kunsuso MPP ni a wo prese obeso ma anobo aboa no organizer nsuso obesom e mate se ese form honya agro je PNC what to say
oh ye ho ye papa
ose me pa me fa kwa no fa no original FM organizer the PNC
so fato ko didero
some friend no I say namu ye friendly mama dodo na me am abin chef
o to kwa bestim
ana me ye can we kai Jesus the wa baji dadi
wa facho
emu ye de me tese yese basa ana se titrasem pinchen kuro bi mu a me yam hyeme ma tituru ne nkwara na nsem wate se national security aka se senkebe ya mo nyese nkebe ya mpo a omo se ba bi a tabo chenko ye hweye asori ne more ne ba binom etesa because na no be kaya si Togo bibi kakra epete wo ho nti de kire ne se oma ben nti wo se ye hwe na ye hwe hu ye je no yo ba osan so da political party ano asem we say usom sen afutu be na ade be ma
mame nchia o na motiefo nyina anapai mame sintua PNC our all the regions in fact almost time ne say me ye ade a esombo our your party ne so na de bia meba ye be make decisions no ya na o metra mechi me pese me mfa we nda omo asi papa na me nka kire omo se nyame nhire omo liman ye very 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 happy in his grief because ye pese ye the right thing and obi a pese on ye ade fata nyina ya na samanfo no na omo tan ne pakro nechi enti me pese me nda obi asi se sisi a asomdwa ba PNC na bibia ye from ye de nyankopon asi terrorism na omo kan me kan ye na me hwe se omo si churches omo hwe CCTV cameras na omo saka akire other places like more na de ka ho se omo hwe CCTV cameras and other things are ebetima boa ebe boa police for no we mi hu ye na ye mi nwanwa enye sa na ya we country ye under threat SSA we ye CCTV cameras sesen ebetima aboa ama terrorism nkwo ana mo pese ade ne ye ansana almost prevention is always better than cure enti for national security for na almost sorry ha mo si terrorist ba na de eba mo adwene se ye hwehwe CCTV cameras enye the right way to go de ye pese omo ye ne se all churches mosque all places where ya nipa dom omko ese se omo hwehwe security system in a security system ne obi oba be fa ho nyina there should be something to detect whether you are holding a weapon or not so that at the end of the day then we are trying our possible best ye be ya ade no embetuye so we have to be ready for it and national security and all the security forces esese omonka omo ho mbom no mo ye bibi because kachire churches say yen hwehwe security na private security a ewo Ghana e dey been like how knowledgeable are they in the security sector to be able to prevent a crime from happening. And now who can say maybe with the security man be see done that's all. No, yankasa yenim senior terrorists omo ye juma wo across the entire world. Omo was sophisticated weapons omo use ya even at times change security forces. Inti sa we see ye yankwa private security sector ye wo Ghana eya omo de omo wa bonten omo kita dua kese e na de ekeka ho we entimi mboa. So Mr. say women and children are involved in this matter. Inti yesre say national security beye bibi they should look for ways to be able to cap crime. And na when so immigration our immigration sector because me problem na me wono does immigration immigration sector no because omo free baby omo free bia omo bagana ese say omo ba most like scrutinize omo na mo hwe de nipa kuno pe wo ya country hanemo me who say nipa bebre ba na omo say omo indulge in 419 a lot of Nigerians ba hanemo omo be ku ye for this in girls ba ne say no mo Ghana ha when the ma omo kwan say omo bra Ghana ha na omo ba Ghana ha say omo be edin obi si mi be ye juma wa Ghana very well mo hwe nipa kuno account how much is in your account we pese we be ye business our Ghana it's say yen share a whole lot of things people cannot just troop in and out of our country just like that she senior nipa bebre omo bo ye this in road size omo sra de omo nye Ghana fo nso so omo twura na omo see Ghana a lot of beggars are on the streets sa beggars no nso so wo kwa hu say obi ye Ghanaian omo free ha omo free Niger where here no mo wa hanomo omo fa hifa na omo baye immigration officers are omo wo ye borders no mo ye die na ma we mo ba inside nti se bibi be ye Ghana be free immigration our immigration sector omo free abrochire de keka ho omo ba Ghana omo free Nigeria yenim say a lot of terrorists omo wo hono omo ba Ghana what measures are we putting in place at our borders to make sure say omo ba no ye be making sure say omo ye good people they are coming with good intentions omo be ye business omo osika omo be ye business and yes omo ba ya ha ade idane 419 so that there will be a bad image of the country out there the wuti immigration border no we ye no affect Ghana in so many ways and ebetima affect one kasa wonipa wo dom our Ghana ha nti if you are negligent and obi a oba bia mu ma ne kwan say ombrem na omo ba na omo ko bibi be ba Ghana ha enye nipa ba ko pe na ebe ba betu one kasa wonipa wa hanemo de wukrampo wondwen no enu na be ye because if you say it was you it is as a result of who nti ena e was a situation ni nyina me who say all kasa won kan immigration our borders on kan so infa ho ena enu ye me nwanwa because oho na nipa ne beba ena on beba be cause all this confusion when him say ye lose one of our professors na oye poet Professor Kofi Awuno oko Kenya ena sa terrorism na obi kokunu kwa one of the most intelligent poets ayewo wo Ghana hanemo oko wuye kojoto as a result of terrorism inti yempe terrorism our Ghana ha ye ti Ghana ha ye nukoma ye di tina ha yempe obi asem yanko obi place inti ma obi mfa na asem mba Ghana ha mba mbe ye bibi ha so our security forces should be on guard it's say omo make sure say in all sectors omo be protecting the people of Ghana and at the omo ye enya protection ye security officers from our all churches in Ghana our all mosques our all the malls and other places and obi obeba be fam bia to say na omo ye wo airport and na big hotels no omo scanning wo can no wo bibia nyina ansa na woko yen yes for 3 months na yen hwe say ankomo beba krampo mbe duane omo hu say ye security ye tight but in Ghana the security is very loose the security nye kra
ale we yes so person o kan asem kya Nyankopon ano aka famfram nti wo to ha o kan o say you know catch us catch because mumu party na wo aban nti nti one was ma no
mama ma wachi me ma abusuafo nyina achi me ma
mamen kai ati for say honorable Timothy Atabwadi Awuntrim Kane Bolsa North Member of Parliament and so he will be representing the National Democratic Congress. Honorable Kwaba.
And he's late.
And was he delayed?
Good morning.
He's late.
I am not late.
Because Honorable Nim say 8:30. It will be
okay.
Etobate ne nkomo fo bi no mo ho nti ebe pimpia so kakra
nti se ga na me kan na me mabusuafo nyina achi na wa wonim se mi gina kon o ka ne se akono wo ho aha nti MPP women organizers ne TESCON WUCOMS ane from maba wa na mo universities ne tertiary institutions
mo fra mo say
TESCON WUCOMS yes
WUCOMS
Omuna me momwachi all over Ghana. Na makachi omo say enkomo bi na ye boy no. And I'm still reminding them. Na afi machia me soa o de akua sewa de ku se wasesa ne de ku no me de still me friend no. Akua sewa de ku anti eja ene ye na woda. Happy birthday to her. Afi maken no awi na yaba security issues. Aha se kwa me ko ho no. Un say me dey say school feeding in Sensem Hame.
Yes.
For some time now.
How is it going now?
Me di omo for some time na be e free nra. And na graphic crap whereby anka obi say e wo mu say SK no eco strike if so musika into ai two things. Omo 2 terms sika nkoye. And na almost say sika no so ayede ma omo no 97 pesos. Okay, last year nyina na ye presa 97 pesos no ho. Inti omo pese aban atum enra me ni school feeding for kasaye na nkomo omo ba ne say closak for echo omo strike you say esesika no omo no omo ye processing inti omo strike na delay ni ma inti nyame menya ema ye nkwa efi friday yi ko edi omo best omo nsa beka omo sika no na afi aka 97 pesos
say be
97 pesos no school feeding for so omo ni so power say yen na yen say nye school feeding secretariat and na hihye sika asem eno no aban ne Ministry of Finance enkomo inti omo nso guso boss ankomo no say yentum because 97 pesos for one child I mean ukure ni nyame anim wo fom na say nso mo hwe ne aduane bo ne niema bo aka koduru a yen na ye be Ministry of Finance say niema ni bi wo ho a critical issues nkwala aduane sem na critical school feeding and caterers no mo hwe nkwala over 3.4 million Ghana forma asa nkwala we ya hwe so amom aduane pa amom aduane school no omonko inti eno no ye mu bi hu say critical inti omusika no caterers na pay 2 cedis ye mu bi ni omo ya adwen 2 cedis no kra po no pato edin enemi mu di 2 cedis if di akwala ba ako a enu so emu edin but still they better than 97 pesos into the best Ministry of Finance for say we dey nyina ye
dey daily graphic
and
or say school children go without meals as caterers strike
na fake caterers no so masrom say kwala na ba omo munim wa ohu beso a obetimi na ama omo akopim Friday na musika beba we dey nya nhye because untu ya mokantu untimi nhye omo mbetimi mesrom a omo fom ani nto na omo fa nkwala omo mo ye aduane ma omo na afi yaba terrorist for asemi e start kan say sankrofo yi ebeba ha enye nne mo kai say ye nyina ya tie kurom ha ya dwen ye ho na 9/11 isiye that's over 10 years 15 and how many years ago
until 11 years
11 years ago
2000
9/11 and 2022 11 years ago
September
11.
Okay,
it was 2000.
2000. Hey, 22 years ago.
Wow.
Mekai, 22 years ago.
Hey. Every hawko, Sadana, Sankrofo no G planes di ko share World Trade Center. We asim ho bia ho kan. Woni say Ghana fo bi nso wu saade.
Yes.
Nkrofo bu
Say
suafo.
dey ho pam jene for. There be a ho ba no atukura ko a obo Ghanaian community.
22 years if you ho ko besi nne na wi ase enhyeda enye menka ne say papa bi.
Bia ye bo birim.
Bia bibi foforo ba. Ye nenamu na Arab Spring yi started some kaya started with Tunisia ehon sensem bebre na menim ne ba ye yesi Gaddafi terrorist is ankomo no bisi na menti ase na ye nyina ye tena ase me nya me de blame be ma ye nyina all of Africa ye nyina ye tena ase ma ye kokun Gaddafi ba ne ye refi se sa me na Gaddafi kura niema bi mu ma ye nyina sa terrorist yo mo ba no mo be pim Tunisia papa na ne niema a wahihye ne nti no mu ntimi ensi form emma Gaddafi free hono na power vacuum beto Tunisia ne say Tunisia Gaddafi hono Tunisia me Libya sorry asembe hobe dam pan na afa say ISIS say he for take over omu na mu kakra ye ni bai na Mali afa de ni bai ho say Burkina mo kai say last year Burkina for ye coup and early this year there was a coup in Burkina last year military for ne nkomo nti omo ye ku ne se omo se terrorist ataki Burkina omo
say your friend say president
ni entimi ensomu
power
na onu nso a oma military ni nso so ne ma omo hia na omo ne terrorist no akontokwanti omo ataki over ni omo kan ye no ye nyina ye security corps ni security heads e kire se eyampa se terrorist no aba bedu Burkina na so omo bedu Burkina dia se no mo du Ghana ewi
Oma to ashe Togo for so.
No mo ato ashe Togo for no.
So Togo soldier for 8. Other security for be 13.
Yete ho, ni adwen say yen ebi mma ha. Na me say ye ho ti say ostrich. Minim di twidin. Sohori yo ye di yeti asha niam ni adwen say your body nyina. Aye covered.
Omo wo desert no so no mu say anwea ne boba gidi a ono de ne ti akoshem. Ofo say odin ti shema.
Oju we akwa
na body ni nyina.
Na ne body kakraka ni nyina eda ho. Say ye adwen say ye nhwe sa security issue ya. That is how we are behaving. Yes, ostrich. And for me say security couples ne ba no mo be mayen information a. Eno nche say omo nya ne say omo ye. We information say ye nyete. Enti na me question ne say is information no mo de amayen yen ye ho den. First one omo say nyina say ye upia ye careful. Because omo areas are omo targeted. Omo targeted baby nipa bebre wo na omo anyan. Enti malls, markets, asori dem because some say yan yekom ha. Asori bi wo kwa ugura mu obeti anya nipa 5,000. Kwasi ya da bi. In Accra. Anya Accra all over Ghana, prayer camp meetings, mo kan say conventions. Baby nipa ehia ye dosu biara. Esi ye maye niko. Na ye schools, mosque. Ya kan ye refi night clubs, leisure centers, concerts. Who nyinara your targets. This is how the obey den what prevention. America almighty, my main form sir. Nyan kwesi den na oyonko fight you as a video game. Akokun krofo over 10. Young boy,
18-year-old wife.
Just shot 10 people dead. And to say Subino, maybe me when he said, and now paper back. Boama and a Sunday mammy.
Metro lens.
Security expert to be actually, as I say. I say, you know, you two side are grown any abetina. And ye a coffre. Young Ghana for yet here, young Quakan will be America for common talk yet your baby. Now say Ukraine and Russia start here. Say Ghana ya pay baby atna. Ya support you be ya. Ya policy foreign policy.
Support Ukraine.
Baby. They support Ukraine on
non-aligned
on one issue, but the rest they are not aligned in this matter. We are not our policy issue. What can I say? Foreign policy.
Yeah, can say America. Sorry, Russia for.
Yeah, kind so almost when you're more but you're supporting Ukraine.
We voted against it. We are part of the 140 countries that
voted. But yeah, I'm going to do Ukraine to switch.
They voted out there saying your friends saying.
Almost see Russia illegal this in invading Ukraine. And
that is true. I agree with them. But the point is, yeah, and fire here in Congo, Mubia say yes, support BBM. Other countries have actually sent help to any one of them.
I wish we would have done that.
No, we wouldn't because your policy.
Said no be a command.
Non-aligned
for $1 million.
Sending us some NATO. We went to Kawan or from Mamma. 84 some Munkai and a torrential. When no one Macopa. Anyway, yet here, free will be as obedient Yamrame Kuntokwa. Unfortunately, we asked the baby, I don't know. What to baby dream who nobody didn't talk or not the Ababa the sign. And say, I see started a boy a combine. And they say, I play blame games, they say. National security see and starting here or see any day. One, or say sorry, any big events, no. Or CCTV cameras and mobile. Now, Auntie Janet says, as soon as one says, CCTV cameras no boha. Somebody is always at the back checking. Meboa, Metro TV, any original TV, more CCTV cameras all over. There's a security personnel on Nejuma 24/7 Meboa, obiti actually. Or here unusual, if anything, Nancy BBB, but obi premises ha. No, here na and far. We raise the alarm. It serves as a preventive way. You bit media who say, "Ebi a onipa way, ya sure them ha ye hu ni da. Ye nim ni nipa ban urban backpack bi she nachi. O hwe na hone ne dress na security phone can go and check. Who is he? What is he doing? I mean, I'm talking about the church and the mosque phone. It is bringing awareness. Right,
Nana nyini bodu asemu a o kan say ebe anka also the proposal be call say nka omonhwe na omon training ushers on dem channel and abianka at least 2 or 3 plain clothes security for be near part of the ushers.
No,
so that Ombehunu say this is what is going on. Normally, and then you say if you don't have a training, you can suspect a wrong person. And I say BB at but at least more training, kakrabi and chair said the bear
Minister for
ushers.
Minister for I agree 100%. In the national security, this is Uncle Bono Abba. Now you are aware, say young Ghana for Obia, everybody is welcome. Yan shut down suspecting ya what sa me say we twam now ya minim sem e bia me nipa iti area mu ha o anti ama me pensia no me obetiri awura me gate mu makwa koyi e bia ma obi me neighbors ma e kom e bi ho ha unsi ya be yi nkwala na si ho omo ma me ni fie school bus de omo be gina gate ano me wo fie me mpre mo nyina gate na no they will come into my house we ba no me maybe ago ma me no ba me ya be form sa na ye tie. But as he who says he started he started a bit more suspicious. Especially of Nkrofo, yen said then ni woman, ye aware. Aware say what you area, and so ye menkwa me semifie. As I say area for at least next 2, 3, 4 houses, left, right, front, back. And so woman. Why not ho? Nipa ben net ho, omo ye wine no because omo ti ho no ye terrorist. The way they say ye titi ye ho. Obi shefie bi mu no di nsehu na ye hu. This are some berry. And say your mat sat subina near one ye day a finish session in some bimuno say your massadian a bayim near away. Near training your man so pato one a massamo. The same quality internet so. In that extremists, Sancroft way. Almost second your man or internet so. And you say young so see starting your money ye and your memman one collecting in a memo. So who's a ban especially more hit teenage and our teenage phone ni suban bi a started son and so more when you can also akwala bi wo han ko pa sorry pa ubehu all of a sudden sorry no say a Christianity and a Christosum na nji ho a ubehu say the extreme side of Christianity no afa so a they say ono afa ne ye ni obi ankasa obi a oni me religion enko why intolerant. As a man can first or the back now or the answering all of a sudden why argumented or to me no argument won't see it. Uba start yes na ya bit especially on religious lines and so you're careful. Now start here at the crowd okay. Why no started in the whole but we say baby obi Sunday school all of a sudden Sunday school no pay. wa starting new group fufuro bi na ye som nyame fufuro bi na ye hu new religion na ye say Christosomo nye na Islam nye all of a sudden wo ban beliefs na wo de atete no na afei ono sesane de he se wo ma wani ko ho e bia na influence bi free baby ba wo ba no wani bebe ho no so extremists unu nyomo ye bato obi wa ha woni kro ni mo onti Ghana how oti Arab baby oti US baby oti France baby as through the internet we be say we indoctrinate wo ba no ni ya kire timi kire bi no how to even make bombs at home with homemade niema ye krom ha acid uko shop a obenya bi ato batteries obenya niema ye bomb ni homemade bombs no etimi kire nkwala no enti esi ye ma ye ni koye ma no ho especially omo ni je sa me ye we me nsa no adwuma that is one eni ye kwa ye matifie na oka street children asem enura meka o metro TV anopen so meka uko standards board Ghana Standards Authority uko ponglo a omo traffic light na e wo mo anim ho no minim se mahu a media mahu enkwala na omo nam ho na ase ye pepa wo car ho enkwala ni bi omo starting omo ye sei se ebi so wa chen ni na wo so omo anyi wo street no so me ya me du ha me ne omo bonko na wo ne ebi bonko ma wo se nani aye san se drugs bi na wa fa wo se he's not even aware of what is going on san kwala no extremists no can target them woni me ntia ebi so no feel say society no ye re afi no ye mfa ne nya hwe na ogina nsuo to a wogirem awode na wogirem bibia wogirem enti esa na se ne ese nipa eni nipa tena no sa kwala oni sa feeling ni bi enti sa extremists yi ba na ye say besin koku nipa wonko fo mpa wasem ohu de wo msitimi kan sam kire omo no na bu na tena ni ti da kro ye nyina ye te traffic ni na kwala ba ko afatuo eni ye ya ye wo nyina ga mutu obeka se emfa wo ho enso bi asada na otototro bi mu a wo ko ofie enti sa nkwala no ese se ye dma ye ni ko mo so minim se mo bebu sam se na hwanum na ye responsible Ministry of Gender nkomo so de memmo
yo mate me mane mo nso ono ba ta wa me man
obo otimi bo me
obo boss am komo na man
the me mbonko we ono na be boss because she is an aspirant woman organizer and for me nkarane mba ho asem e say here no pa let me tell asem mo
because ministry no say ministry on hold ana sang common numbers of a bon
Janam starting free one
on hold
let me say good morning to my sisters and good morning to yourself and ane ahwefo nyina for instance Ellen started free the school feeding program and I think it's very, very important. Nkorana omo they are our future. They are the future of this country. And before the children can grow well, they must eat nutritious food. I think that is the basic concept now. School feeding in the buy, no. And 97 pesos is a mockery. We should say the use sika wo krom ha. We should say the public officials waste sika. Then our own children, we cannot feed them, we cannot buy an egg for them a day. Egg, sisi and po ekosia ba ko saying. CD plus one egg. How are we going to give them nutritious food to be able to help them? What generation no an opoy? I'm saying Korani be on ba school no. Our parents ma one CD. That's a teacher narrating. Been more common in no take classroom no fidgety into one timi nsua de. Which is very painful. If you're a parent, what you mean come do one kwara, yourself you become helpless. Mothers are prepared to steal because hunger is killing their children. That is how it feels. Every good mother is prepared so about chrono. You can feel it. It's an issue that we can all tackle. Share the last 2 weeks about I was on the front page of the Daily Graphic. 9 billion Ghana cedis was lost through the benchmark values in a year. In a year. And what's the total amount of money they own them? It's over 500 million Ghana cedis. Can't we pay them? Look at all the Auditor General infractions, misapplications of funds, stealing and all those things. Over 33 billion. Can't we feed our kids? And not more than 2. Now, no, they were asking for 3 cities. And I think 3 cities is okay.
No, I mean 2 cities.
Oh, I think I heard 3 cities. But in any case,
no,
it should be above, that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a security issue if we cannot feed our children. If the children they can't drop out as a result of this, then they be owned by street children, they become nuisance and so on. The attack will come to you and I and so on. And I may share daily graphic this morning. I saying get fund tackle stall projects, which is a good thing. And we have talked about this thing over and over because get fund no medical J Busiano $1.5 billion dollars. We're supposed to tackle this project. If they've seen that they are now supposed to tackle the projects, I think it's the best thing for the education sector. Now coming back to the issue of terrorism, you see, terrorism doesn't happen in isolation. It borders on insecurity. It does not happen in isolation. In fact, terrorism can happen through youth unemployment, through corruption, through suppression of the media, through insecurity, through breaking down of state institutions. Suppose fight corruption. If the police are overly corrupt, security agencies are corrupt, and so on, the judiciary is not seen to be dispensing justice in the name of the people. It can become a terrorist attack. And terrorism, no, almost with local collaborators. They don't do it in isolation. They don't know where Ghana, these churches are and so on. They have local collaborators. These are local.
So does it mean that these local collaborators could be influenced?
Certainly no one does
by
job.
Some people.
Yes, they'll be influenced.
And by commodity, things we say on radio, on TV,
exactly,
stuff like that.
Exactly. They would do it, and sometimes they do it for adventurism.
And so actually say I to say try say to solve a problem, no, but I mean there is no, as a problem, no. If we create an impression that there is no end in sight.
Yes.
Normally that so they get frustrated.
Yes.
And almost say any DBCC.
Yes.
So we watch what we say.
Unnecessary political tensions. When we have cracks, terrorists, this is the way they act. If they want to come, some of Togo border and bar. No more was on where tired that they will change their route. They will keep changing their route. And what do? They change their route by using modern gadgets or telecommunication systems. The phones. What is our NCA doing? That they cannot zero on conversations of this, your friend is saying, this terrorist. Because when they can, they have to call them, they have to use phone. So, Omar drew Ghana, Omar can say, oh, you drew Ghana. You were at this area. We should have very hypersensitive communication gadgets that we eavesdrop to listen. Because we are fighting crime using the fiscal dispensation. What of the spiritual aspect of the crime? What of it? That is where we need to use expensive, collaborative security gadgets that can pick information.
What do you call cyber security?
Cyber security and the communication systems and so on.
Other
telecoms, other areas are, if they want to pick you, even pole kesiena tower na transmitting, they will be able to trace to the particular tower na a geo information, and they will, through your phone records, they will look at your last conversation.
Call logs.
They will look at it, and by that the security would have put something we call a satellite on you to be able to share. Around sometimes they have no problem with Ghana, but because of terrorism, adventurism, they want to say, but how can we leave Ghana alone? Are they then they'll come and just show their presence and go away. And by which time, including our children and mothers, would have died careless death. So it is all of us. And I heard my sister saying, we don't tackle Ghana here. We are not, the citizens are not security conscious. Elsewhere, I have shared documentaries on crime. In a community, a bit more about crime or hormone. Then someone will be able to describe.
And somebody will sketch
sketch you exactly. Someone will be able to pick your car number.
It is not just someone. The kids have been trained.
Yes.
And these things almost school.
Yes.
Yeah, or no din komo bet me say or describe it obia and omo can color. They don't guess.
They don't guess.
Omo can say
eyes.
Na so na yen penifo ekura na yen.
Yes.
Na de na she na as a blue and Daddy, ade purple.
Yes.
Purple for me to go tabi. I say blue. Ade na be blue. Blue. Oh yeah,
we can't. You see, and share yenyina yetime ma taxes be fine encourage because school bisa say car number na simple ni
Dabi.
Among for come private car obi some car number omu nim.
Omo personal
car they don't know.
But by your name color no.
But number no nim who beside Ellen say the number recovery number. No, including me.
Yes.
You get it.
I'm
21 back no more 20.
One was at the end of the man who named Land Cruiser, and it was the number plate was a unique number. So it was 2051 also. So I could just mention it.
2051 also.
You get it. And that is these are some of the security issues as a nation we must be up and doing. Look, if you have a police service, when you be no catch normal catch say first of all, he has dismissed your complaint. Udru Hompona no more kasa would describe something. They are on their phones, they are not listening to you. Upes hold drawn attention. Attitude. Yesterday,
you
get it. And not say I'm one of your stations, and I was happy the guy, the Ascension, collaborating me. Me can was it on this or no? It was on what your radio. In Kumasi, na me come me copy square me ban or horn mono. Me who say I don't think what I said it. Tundrana police for use for normal day for police for no. The guy who was driving my brother, the policeman was in 2 big earrings. Na ni tin hand mono why rasta.
You said it here.
What was that? And then no I paint yellow, no I share this singlet, no macho then tattoos nyina. Until now, me ban it to car. One who first that shadi. Then my wife also. They all looked. I was damn surprised. Then police say. Until the journalist who was hosting the program say, "On no report to Kumasi into Kumasi Central Police." He saw them like that, and the other one was even 2 years earrings. No bizarre money person. No say and they are for special operation. Do you see how we fight crime? We expose the special operation people to public scrutiny. Special operations people are even in plain clothes. You don't know them. They dress ordinary like Yetihan Mono. Sometimes in other areas.
There is nothing. What you're saying is that there might not be anything wrong with police people and I say security people or more addresses are, but they shouldn't be exposed to the public.
Yes. But even their style, wearing rings.
No, but the style near friends and maybe
depends on what they are doing.
It depends on
to attract those people who are in
they
the
shouldn't
if
be-
you attract them, you should not even be
Yes,
around the
that
police
is
station.
That is what
People
I'm
should not
saying.
know you have a link with even security
Yes.
agencies. You understand?
You have a
You know
point.
how crime is fought, including this drug import. If you look at this history about Al Capone in the US, and the Gambino family, you know what they do? The FBI now, I out there, say, they are going to join the drug kingpins and take a lot of it. You don't have to show your dressing and your fiscal disposition to show that you are a special operative in the police service. Security doesn't allow
but
that.
I said to me,
What was
national security ni ya what here. Oh, national security ni.
You see, and it and fight terrorism. So for me, it's a national issue. We have to fight terrorism that way, even in other areas. Look, you can arrest terrorist people into prison cell. You need to have a police special crack team. Then we'll arrest them and do as if we have prosecuted them to join them. In the night, they will discuss their plans all with him.
Exactly.
And they'll be able to. You get it? In interrogations outside, if my name and sister no commit crime, that's a more dear prisoner. You don't say anything. Put very high technical gadgets or honoma etimi record and adwene da ho na e discuss crime no the crime will be that manka se koku nipa no wo de okwan no koku no twa asem odi aba it will record every single thing and you quickly look at how we interrogate crime no dey wa share prison then you are sweating. Whom are you discussing with? But lock the two of us 24 hours and pretend as if you'll be coming to them tomorrow. They will sit there and discuss what went wrong. You would have picked your information. No, they'll confess. And all the collaborators will be arrested. But look at the way, if they arrest me as a terrorist, the way they'll start acting and talking in town, police giving, your friend is saying, information and giving press conferences on hardened criminals and so on. Later on, who said now, security for no bullying fan, bullion van attack and robbery. No? If you start discussing that, and then the police or security misfits who are in it are part of it, you see how they are going to thwart your effort. You know, the issue about terrorism, we have to all be, first of all, be security conscious about ourselves within our environment to ensure that we start to say, to say team over now, and so your environment, you don't see him. And upon one so about him. And then these people, when they come, it's one of the things they do is that I have no mind overly nice to the people of the area. When they come, they are overly nice, or they are concerned about, then they are stating the characteristics of the area. Oh, but you know, so nipa how be abaha one there where fine pa odru anu a chair no aye same kwara no po, they are stating you. They don't do that for now. How can a new fellow just come into your community and be nice to your people? He wants information. He wants to take you on. So all these things I said, but the security agencies must be up and doing. The security agencies must ensure that information on me, they should be collaborative to ensure that people in the community, the information handle as if they are even enemies to the information. In fact, the fight against terrorism will be a very big problem.
General, what of you? I really kakrana. Because
Mitendra.
Otonindra. I'm what to be there.
That's a fool, no sumuati. Diesel.
Diesel.
Petrol na. Petrol, them say what the ejina. Petrol, them me turn the same way, but when I'm who sell more prices na sisa.
Now one need taxes in for this way.
Now you tax na ejuma tax na
every na there na was sunset clause no near there. Then here we are not cut still.
Well. President Amayetiasi say taxes need there for now. Enya dia yede ensabeka. And we'll find other ways of cushioning Ghanaians. Taxes need there according to the president.
Other ways in the because Niama Moshi.
Niama de Moshi pa. In fact, I'll be the first to admit it's a Niama Moshi. Many bring last month because Kwalabi or Tim in Chain in Kwalam Unibi school, secondary school. Many bring me a woman so quite TV today, or no quite the day students. But I saw to turn the honey and macacra, the transport up and down. What fast for soon to be school. Diana some to say near my dear, no quenning a mere niboacoso. But one kind soon said fuel so taxes no abaya yibi. A start here con ye yibi, a year near the account near yibi near drop beside your process. A new price increase ya back a claim, say ye baby and I betty sue and I have no idea what the finance ministry and the MPA omo person ye. But me near President Car last 2 weeks in the Bay so for now dear. You sign to Subian your home battery as a crew. And me say I hear how to even bring it in. Quite be fast for the abano. A problem because prices worldwide, so especially for diesel. If it's Al Jazeera and CNN and I say diesel no because almost the day contoka. Ya no man near break contoka di. Some machines near no mu use no cars in your diesel fuel cars. It's your diesel no price no cost because almost on toma or no they good nika go have contoka. Santoka na ya nyina ya adwin se higher no. Pato higher you. When you say wheat any idea flour na idea brodo. Ghana ha ye wheat. Me last week na me says I see import almost ye wheat in na Russia, Ukraine, Kofaba. So you can imagine. They say you broad or some baby issue. But say Egypt their bread no because practically they've stopped production. Me nimni ye betimi ayesa. Na wheat everyone say you import wheat. You come here you wheat and nye. Pacho. Na you wheat okroma.
Your temperate zones. Climatic conditions.
So wheat ain't me
climatic condition.
Okay. Na brodo no ye de wheat flour kwa na ye de be ye ain't me fa cassava ye ain't me fa be.
Say me time so my potato. The potato bread. Mama, is soya bean bread.
Whatever. Say
a brompo a bread.
Yes, say you taste kakra. As wheat na ye de brodo ye nyina agi ye no ntimi nsisa. The way Brabo ni si kwani wi ase kwa dem se ne bebre ho ase ye nyina ye ya adin se
cassava de ye brodo cassava no po ye obi. That is the question too.
Cassava crumple no
cassava brodo short
important. Ministry of Agriculture say for industrial use.
Say for industrial use.
Yes, some. Enkomo no say na me dem hu say bodo.
One who say I don't know how to say problem be a time be a be adwin say yes some be a net or how be a brains. We don't sit down, rack our brains and look forward and say I do we any say because it is likely say BBC ABC. We don't normally do that. And I don't know why my names are Honorable Timothy. I don't know why do we always sit down. Time be able who say you near brewa de be hono peno. Nature say and ye nyina yasam ye nyina who say elsewhere and even here you will be a sanitation journalist, development journalist. So and then you won't croffa. It looks like time be a yeah how be a bebe be no. I say nsu atontino you need works and housing for atom. We say yes nti yenye say duano ho ade nti any minister of agriculture we yenim the SO ya picky ya de ani abusa ade we say na baba nti am ani nko ho. Let's direct the conversations and fan say we don't do it.
No, I don't think that we don't do it. I think that look at the politicians now. Or you point to anything good come is there. Yani man buy. So when bad comes, you take it. You yourself, even your conversation, you have not shown that it is in collaboration with ABCD. And I'm here. The dear Yenina, the Minister for Agri, be about the bonaboso or the bonaboso. So when the wrong thing comes, you will take it too. That is the issue. If Ankaye tackle issues said that we segregate and tackle them by department, hold people responsible for the jobs that they have been given now. Ankaye Mbane say, when the government statistician nowadays inflation figures no, or say they wanted to link and see. One person who say a Ukraine war no, and a man inflation cost through, and I say these are local factors. And when they did their segregation, selected items. No one say the inflation wasn't caused by the Ukraine war. It was caused by our internal issues because it was mostly food products, and the food products and they were never imported from Ukraine. And I'm a cow our fidelis. Me say look. The planting for food and jobs hasn't succeeded. It will not succeed because we pick the policy bar, then we pick the policy wholesale, implement it hook, line, and sinker. And you know, are there any brackets in the mono? Because of that policy that happened. You see, it's a body, it's a banshee, it isn't part of it. And you are not going to get the fullness of the policy. But when we started, Anke divided the country into grain producing area.
Or how bad because planting of food and jobs in say cereals near the we know. And
I'm just coming there.
So but maybe say, do we use the existing policy implementers no apart from the politician
yeah.
You formulate policies. You would just as to the my friend is saying strategy now, yeah, they be implementing it is someone else's job. Ade na ya mo pese mo fani na mo pe fans too much.
And you see, you have to understand political it's the fans and the noise that make some political parties exist. Intino, omo ba aban to say union MP for MP for no ba aban they saw that some of the promises that omo maye no entimi nye dwuma omo ba aban mu no. What did they do? They did not even allow the policies to be discussed. Ube campaign omo be chiwa abo radio so. The texters will come on you. The serial callers will come on you. They do not allow a discussion of the disadvantages of the policies. So that is the main issue. If on the food and plan for food and Joshua will call Tumu area no. The land in Tumu area alone, my brother, can produce corn for the whole country and then for export. So you divide the country into zones. Area that produce grains, area that produce cereals, area that produce tubers. So if the grain producing area is going to capture to say Bronga half region, they call northern region then now the more they are called the inputs and all those things. At the end of the day, you know that you are producing these tons and so on. The technical people are more and the Minister of Agriculture, normally they make but will the politician allow them share free education, free access now you can't watch them no. Look at the challenges. And I was happy. The same guy told me that the sister bar the co school, Aguna, one of the secondary schools, he had to buy near more 1,400. You know what we're talking about it here. Now, if it is free, and what parents will buy for their children to go to school is in thousands, doesn't it nullify the free education? It nullifies it. Into anka free education policy about BRC, Mama, the managers of education are the headmasters. Talk about the challenges of the policy. Anka ye talk every year, openly discuss them. The government will be putting in place solution. Anka edru it will have streamline. A streamline, we will not have Palmer Buckle and Asantehin telling that to review it. The same word review that John Mama use, I'm catching say. Also on cancel or be cancel free HSS. Okay, say MP Bimpoka say ya free e-levy now free HSS is a bit trip. When you mix the issues like that, which is not true, and what we are politicians they can say how can the policy survive and benefit the people?
I do time I was say share that on mostly on free HSS. Unfortunately, I was say
The free SHS.
Free SHS. I think we need to have also a very honest conversation.
Yes,
very
honest conversation. Totally agree.
Yabusa say, Sika is spending on free SHS no. Components are spending on feeding no kwaya say.
Yes,
Me Yabusa say aduane na omode serving kwara no. Esun omo ana. Say ensun omo na sa wofo na na san de aduane komo omode a. Ene na nhwehwe ni mu keke.
Na time na
na fe ya have teaching learning materials and for complaining at the farm so that it would you see we won't window dress it anymore.
Yeah, Kasati Senia before free SHS came, na secondary schools you need problems. Me secondary school me quite. Apart from paying everything, me school fees, me uniforms, me mpaboa, me books, everything. Every 2 weeks there be provisions almost a friend of the home so we already have issues in our system. Processes are now secondary school now the question is free SHS by what person much say NT can be
that is why I'm saying
so we have a school. Yes, if your child is going to school and you spend 1,400 on your child. Now Odrin said that is equated to the free SHS is not working. Fine, assuming you were paying school fees of another 2,000. When I was in school, when I was in secondary school, my parents were paying.
Do you know why? Do you know why we have to have that honest conversation? We have to have that honest conversation because
government subsidies.
Maybe I buy TCC, I buy himself or spending this much on free SHS. But I mean, him say, ya can or have be say. Your headmasters and headmistresses binom. Any matron binom movie ankwala ni nuane.
Any bebre.
Omuvia de cotton. Aduane de yebo ho kana. Ya ye ye omuvia. So me te ha say.
Mutai na ya na mo musu.
Yes ye de yes ye de sika kase na ahwe ma e wo school. Na yenim se nkrofo ovia ye nkrofo ovia
sa nkrofo na ese ye mo bonko
nti nkomo be na ne omobo enti no se don't make it available
na nkwala na e
don't make it available na se nkwala no ye be pe kwa ya ba so
ba pato be tini ahwe oba
what you are even saying
you see
nkwala be bro ha nye free SHS nkobo ka fi
what nkrofo mo ka se omo be tima atua na ma omo ntua na
and na mo kongo to ye say so be if you campaign walk straight to your child secondary school today headmaster me I don't want free
make it a policy
I will pay
make it
why should it be a policy
make it a policy
no even a policy
utua sisia saska na ekọ
a policy will
be
policy I will be
very much for coming honorable Atabwada that's na Janet Nabla PNC for your buy behu PNC for your buy be review
and I will say what wait
PNC for your buy be review
the second one you made him to talk you made him to talk and the second one you never gave me the opportunity
Baby,
yes, press conference now. Jen Moya press conference me.
If it is optional.
Please, so.
And I'm saying
that they're not aware of any press conference.
We don't
saying that if it is optional.
Media be or be PNC be making sure say from now onwards you be choose some media station no. Mark Akwa oye press statement no. Onye any executive member of the PNC. Mark Akwa onye any so what right, what power has he got to do a press statement? So even though we have reported him to the police and they will deal with him, any media ever reported, you better deal with media station no, because the report by as a political party say Mark Akwa he is not any executive member. These are I don't even know why. Oh sorry, say who she share payment. Do you come to PNC
press
to destroy our
today Tuesday 17th May? Nepakra
acting youth organizer no statement wa
Honorable David Apasara.
Apasara ono onye PNC member obi onye PNC member
Apasara
that man so almost say who sa people na who ko ka kire ne say me do obiom no di wechi wo be ko bebia Nepaku no be di wechi obeba wo dama ba bebia so love one thing we she say na we ope film wa ba party no so e na party na ka kire osisi ase ye picture it's so like me krampo me hu na ye me I feel pity for him
we two way na we two way
there be when Nipa organizing neck meeting
because you want people in outside some person chom de ba na some ntimi solve mo internal issue how can the people trust you
there be
the electorate
is the parliamentarians because that guy we were parliament too obi a were parliament on regarding laws who were your party will rules how to organize next meeting Nipa no ya we organize o mo si o mo mpewo still now are they afraid press people akachiro mo say I'm the
this party no a constitution
and law. We are using the constitution. He doesn't use the constitution. And no na me yes say parliament or your member of parliament. He said disgrace to all members of parliament.
We didn't come on. CPP national chairperson so ba be din come na Akosia from Poma Kuma or high and then we didn't come on. I said the CPP so say omo dey any PNC no so dey the man in a petted force. The end, yeah,